Alright. I think everything's set up. Sorry, I was scarfing down some food. Okay. My music's a little loud. Okay, I think I'm good now. Got water, I ate some food. Advertise this. Not everywhere, but everywhere enough. Alright, I think everything's working. Alright. We're just gonna continue off from last night. And yeah. That's what we're gonna do. So last night we got a lot of this done. This tree, her house. We added some shading to her as well. We made some executive decisions on changing the tree to make it more a bigger tree versus me cutting off the top. I like this. And then I'll have to make the full-scale tree later. If this is too loud, or if I'm too loud, let me know. Hello, Fabulous Jumper. Yeah, it's been a crazy couple of months. I haven't had time to stream. I've just been really busy with family stuff, business stuff, side work, all that fun stuff. Just haven't had time. Unfortunately, making money comes first. I'm good. I'm glad it's New Year's Eve and tomorrow is 2023, which is kind of weird. Feels a little surreal, but it is what it is. How are you today? Why is this so big? I am. So far, so good. We set up our second 3D printer. It's printing a test print right now, which is pretty cool. We gotta print something for a friend of mine. So, hopefully we can get that done. And it was already technically set up, but we had to put the enclosure together and kind of take it apart, put it back together to fit in the enclosure. So, yeah. Today was very nice, putting good habits into practice. That's always good. Developing new habits is never easy. It can be a little challenging.
Just let us escape and fly away tonight.
I am currently drawing on a Huion Canvas 16, which is nice. It's a screen tablet, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but I feel like I'm drawing differently, like in a good way. I don't know, it's just something I noticed. Just feels, I don't know, just such a weird feeling. But I don't know, I think I have everything set up the way I like for this, for the buttons. I'm not entirely sure yet, but it is pretty close. Oh my gosh. Yep, there we go. going. Otherwise, everything's been pretty good. Okay. Yes, everyone's doing good. Laura the kitty is doing very well. I have a new setup, so when she feels like it, she can sit right next to me, a little shelf tower thing I have. Put a blanket there for her. So sometimes when I'm drawing, she's next to me and I can pet her. It's really sweet. Right now she's next to me in her carrier sleeping because it's like a bed for her. She likes it for whatever reason. Oh, Christmas! Well, Merry Christmas to you. Hope you had a good holiday, a good Christmas. I always forget that a lot of people celebrate it at different days and stuff. I just went and hung out with family. I didn't really do anything crazy. Which was more than enough. I mean, hanging around family is crazy enough. I made some cookies for Christmas and everyone liked them, so that's good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everyone got gifts that they enjoyed, which is always a plus. This music's much better than what I was playing yesterday. I don't know, I can't. The Lo-Fi Girl stuff is really nice, but it was putting me to sleep yesterday. It's too much. How is your Christmas doing? Or how's your Christmas doing? How was your Christmas? I can't talk again. Hopefully everything was good for you and your family. We're printing it's called a Benchy. Just making sure it's printing right. See it from where I'm sitting. Oh, that's good. It's good when holidays go good. There's no like craziness. Actually, now that we have a second 3D printer, I want to go back and like redo my printer and just rebuild it from scratch. You're welcome. Well, it's good to know that you guys are having good holidays and whatnot. want people to have miserable times. Ugh. Look at this. Look at this. I'm literally drawing everything I hate drawing. But it's turning out okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around.
Right, I do need to change sketch here. Because what I need to do is add in better guides for me to fix some of this assembly here. So we're going to use the straight edge tool, the straight line tool. I don't think that's right. I did that way, way wrong. Hold on. Oops. Let's do this. Also, because I have a screen tablet, it may take me a minute to see what you guys are saying, just because I'm not used to looking up and over. That's not right either. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing perspective and my brain's like, what are you doing? And this. No, this is right. Okay. So yeah, I have my two monitors in front of me. And the main monitor in front of me is just a duplicate of what's on the screen tablet. So I'm looking down and I look up to see the art, just to see the difference in the two screens. And I look over and then I can see the chat. But I have to actually look up and over. It's not used to it. Nothing happened in the Gilded really lately. It's just stream announcements, which I am keeping up with through Discord, which was just yesterday. And then we're just chit-chatting a little bit. You do get automatic alerts when I post a new video, though I have to tweak it a little bit because the bot doesn't link the video, or if it's scheduled a video, it just says, oh, it's uploaded, but you can't actually link it because it's not live yet. So I have to kind of do a little bit more research on how to fine-tune that bot. But otherwise, that's all that's happening. Alright, so what I need to do we're just gonna work on the one side first. I do plan on using Gilded more because it has a calendar that's built in. It has the streaming is way better. So I might plan on doing a couple like Gilded only streams. Because the way it's set up, you don't have to like join to watch it. You could just open it, watch it, and then leave whenever you want. You don't have to join the voice if you don't want to in order to view it, which I really like because that was like my biggest pet peeve is on Discord, I'm like, yeah, I want to watch someone stream, but I don't want to join the voice chat. I don't want to like have anything to do with that, you know. But Gilded doesn't have it like that, so you can join and watch and enjoy it without having to go jump through hoops, which is nice. And if you want, you can join in the chat. So I don't know, it's just some things that I like better on Gilded right now and how they set it up versus Discord. the bot thing, I don't know. I don't know what the issue is, why it's not working the way I want it to, but I'm also not that worried because I struggled with the Discord bots. Those were not easy. Because you have to like go to a third-party website to manage it, and then tweak it, and then change it, and then you can only do so much on it before you have to pay. And like, I don't have to do that on Gilded. So just here are the bots. Set them up the way you want. You don't have to pay for it right now, at least. Though in all honesty, with the ease of setting it up and just getting it to do something, I'm willing to pay for it if they ever decide to do that. Because it makes my life that much easier. So I might have to ask some other people how to deal with the bot, the YouTube bot specifically. But it could also be a YouTube issue, a YouTube thing. Because YouTube links just make life difficult. Okay. Looks good. Oh, look at this. I'm so happy. It's turning out better than I thought. I'm actually pretty far along with this. It's just, I need to suck it up and just finish it. I'm not advertising the Discord anymore, so I mean, people might still join from from past videos that still have the link in it. So I don't think it's going to die, but I don't think at this time I'm going to make a new server in there. It's just Discord it's just getting really annoying for me. And it doesn't really make sense to remake a Discord server, struggle with all the bots and stuff that have to be redone and have limitations when I can just do that with the Gilded for free. And it's in one app. I don't have to go through a third-party app to set it up. I don't have to worry about limitations on all that, you know. But we'll see. I don't know. Ideally, what I would like in the future is to have my own personal site and have everything set up there and not worry about any of this stuff, you know. But that's kind of like a little bit away. So yeah. Gilded's just, I mean, there's, like I said, there's still a few things in Gilded that aren't perfect, but I think it's pretty superior to Discord. Now, if Gilded does something really stupid that makes it completely unusable for me, I'll consider going back to Discord, but so far it hasn't. And I really don't like that Discord is... They're not helpful with their support either, which is another issue. So.
Stranded in the open, dried out tears of sorrow, lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open.
It got reported for something stupid that was not happening, and Discord deleted it. And I'm like, well, can you tell me what I actually did? And they won't tell you. So yeah, there's that. And I remember like, there's just a lot of issues with that, and I'm like, if I'm breaking a rule, that's fine and all, but I got no warning, I got none of that. They just did it. So I'm like, okay, well, if I knew what was going on, I could either be like, okay, that is weird, but whatever, or fight the fact that I'm not breaking the rules. But whatever. It's their platform at the end of the day. There's not much I can do about it. So if your account ever gets locked out or anything like that, Discord most likely won't help you. They'll just delete the account and then they'll tell you to make a new one. Anyway, so because I looked it up, I was like, well, what's the appeal process? Like, how do you fight that? And there isn't. You just get told to make a new account anyway. So, hello, Subaraj. Hopefully I said your name right. Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things. And I know some people who mod other Discord servers, and every now and then they'll get a warning, like, oh, the server you're modding may not be a good thing to be part of, but they get warnings and everything. And I'm like, well, I never got anything. I didn't get jack shit. So, whatever. Though, to be fair, I was thinking about moving to Gilded for a while now because I've been hearing good things about it. It's just one of those things where you think about doing something and the universe just tells you, well, guess what? You're doing it now. You know? So, that's kind of... I got the message, you know? Sometimes you just gotta do what you're supposed to. Okay. So sloppy. I did try though. I tried to see if I could get my server transferred to a new account too. Like, hey, can you just move it? And they said no. The original account owner has to do it. I'm like, okay, but this... So, whatever. There's nothing I can do about it. And honestly, rebuilding that whole server is just difficult. And, where is it? Oh. And I can't control what happens in that server now. So even if I said, alright, we're not using the server anymore, I can't make people leave. I can't delete it. I can't request for it to be deleted. Why is it doing that? It's just, I basically have to wait for someone to report the server and have it deleted by Discord. Then I don't know what happens to people in the Discord. So anything goes down in Discord, I can't ban people, I can't do anything. And it's just weird because I'm like, well, if you're gonna delete my old account, why wouldn't you just delete the server that I made with it too, you know? Because now you have, it's a liability, you know? But someone said Discord made sense, so. Just one of the unfortunate side effects of having to rely on other server hosting things. Like, if you go into the Discord server, my old account kind of shows, but when you click on it, it just says deleted user, so it, like, kind of exists, but kind of not. And, once they get rid of the account, it's off their record completely, so they can't even reactivate it if they wanted to. Because that makes total sense. I don't understand them. I think my favorite part though is when I was looking up how to appeal it. Someone was saying that Discord acknowledged it was an error on their part, and the only solution was, well, go make a new account. I'm like, what is the point of having support for these accounts if all you're gonna do is just say go make a new one? That raises some questions in my mind, because it sounds like artificial growth that they're doing. And by that I mean forcing the illusion that they have new account signups. It's like, I don't know about that, but okay. Careful. It's fine. It's not a big deal to me. It's just the way a lot of these companies are. Unfortunately, I kind of mentally prepared for a lot of this. I don't know. I'm used to these things happening, so it's not a big deal. Life gives the story. The comic story. Just want to make sure I'm making sure I'm on the same page. Oops. Yes. So the story is about. Hold on. It's getting cold in here. Hold on a second. Well, I'm getting cold. Okay. So the story is about. Let me actually bring up my little short story snippet that I put together so I can read that off. And it makes sense here. Okay. So, there it goes. The story is, I'm going to read this from my, actually, here. Copy. We're going to do this to make it easier so I can read this and you can come back to it later if you need to. Alright, so the project is Pumpkin Prince. It's a comic and it'll be part 1 because I wrote a very large script. So basically the story brings you to the beginning of everything and where these characters came from, where they live, what they do, what their purpose is, and where these baby pumpkins, like why do I keep drawing them basically and having Kickstarters with them. So that's what the story kind of explains. The false spirit, who I am actually drawing right now, it's her job to call in a new guardian to protect the world that she's in from evil. And the newest one, which is the Pumpkin Prince, which is the guy in the bottom right hand corner over here might not be up to the task. And to make matters worse, there's a strange presence that might be dangerous to the baby pumpkins that are growing, and whatever magic False Spirit has might actually be fading away, which is really, really bad, because if she loses her magic, the world is even bigger danger. So the Pumpkin Prince needs to basically step up his game and do what he's supposed to do, and he's supposed to try and help Fall throughout this whole thing and make sure she's also taken care of and isn't doomed to lose her magic forever. So there's a lot going on, but I've made sure to kind of like wrap it together so it's not, one plot isn't overshadowing the other. It all ties together. So this is kind of part one of the story. And like I said, I made the script really long. And yeah, so that's what this is. So the membership is basically, you get to watch me create this behind the scenes, and watch any script changes that are most likely going to happen. Comic creation, character sheets, start to finish, all that fun stuff. I have 40 pages already sketched out. Yes, it is a fantasy story. I already have like 40 comic page thumbnails sketched out. And I'm more than halfway through the first part for the comic, and then once that's done, line work will be started in March. So basically the membership is you go behind, or you get to see behind the scenes of me finishing the last of the comic pages, how I plan on laying them out and putting them together to make part one. And you get to see probably spoilers before anybody else. And you get to have member-only videos and member-only live streams. You know, some fun stuff. Oops. And then this will be a desktop image that you can have. There's another one that I'm kind of like, another one with the Pumpkin Prince that I'm keeping under wraps. Don't want to show everything. I have shown a snippet of it in the past, but not the full thing. So this is what I've been working on really just the past probably a couple months now. And I think the most of the work I do at conventions, so people can watch me work on the comic. And I pitched the idea, and yeah. And it's been well received, which is good. So really my only challenge is getting the comic done. Oh my gosh. Yeah, most time consuming part of the drawing is the line art. Oh my god, it's gonna kill me. And I think what... Oh, my music broke. Yes, I'm watching. I don't know what to do about it, but I'm just gonna have to suck it up, is False Spirit's sort of hair is all leaves, which I draw by hand, and I'm kind of like struggling with how I want it to go, because in the original sketches I have right here, I really like how it looks, but when I go do the line art, it like I can't have, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I might redo some of the color on the leaves and change how they look. I might maybe do brown leaves to kind of like blend it in. I don't know. It's something I'm still kind of playing with. It's not finalized yet, which is good because the script is, or the comic's not done, which is why she has had the most changes since the original sketch of her, which is kind of funny. So yeah, I'm excited because I've had these characters for like 2 years now. I'm like, alright, it's time to expand upon their story and everything. I can't just keep doing one little thing and calling it a day, you know. I want to do more. I love most about them? Oops. That's a difficult one to answer. I like the design, for sure. I like... Oh jeez, this is a difficult one. I like everything that I have for them so far, and I'm really excited because when I wrote the first script, it's basically the first 2 books. That's how I wound up splitting it up, and that's fine. That works out great. But I'm really anxious to get to the end because I'm really excited where I left off on it, and I can't share any of that because you have to get through the first part to even like figure out what is going on. And so I want to say it's the backstory and everything, except I can't tell you the backstory because it would have major spoilers. But I do like their personalities. I like the little quirks I've made for them. So yeah, it's a hard one to figure to answer. So I like their backstories. I think the Pumpkin Prince is probably more fun to write right now because of how the story is going and how I've set it up. But I know later on, because there's other characters that I haven't even shared that aren't even here. Hello, Neon. Neon. Yeah. It's like asking which of your kids do you like the most and why. Which character took me the longest to develop? False Spirit actually took the longest to develop. Because the Pumpkin Prince was based on a sketch I did a couple years ago for fun. And I kind of struggled with how I wanted her personality to be and how to have her progression and her character arc. Because I didn't want it to be like overloading too much for her situation, if that makes sense. Like I didn't want to just throw everything in at once and just be like, yeah, here's the character dump. You know, I needed to kind of be careful about how I portrayed her character and her importance without sacrificing her character development later on, because she is technically older than Pumpkin Prince. She's kind of like the original guardian that has been there for a long time, so I'm like, I need to find a way to balance the fact that she's got all this wisdom and everything else with her current situation, you know, not make her boring, I guess, you know. So that was more difficult. But I think I found a way to kind of not fix it, but prevent that. And I'm happy with how I wrote her. So there's still a little bit I need to modify, but that's more like later in the story, because I need to make sure that I'm not making her completely flat as a character for her, like for what's happening. I need to kind of give her a little bit of dimension. Well, I mean, the plot is she might be losing her magic, so I want to make sure I'm not making her, like, concerned about that 24/7. You know, there's other stuff going on. So I just need to make sure that I'm doing that all properly. But I think I have been, so no worries there. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a challenge to get hers done. And then of course her design is, I love her design, but it's such a pain in my butt to do because of those freaking leaves. But because I'm trying to make it consistent, so I have to fix how she looks right now because it's actually not in the right place to begin with. It looks funny, but yay! Yeah, definitely. There's a big market for indie comics and stuff. I don't think I'm gonna release this online though. That's gonna be something I have to kind of figure out, because every site that I looked at for that, I just don't like the format. I don't like the endless scroll format. I think it's this yesterday in the stream too, that I feel like that's gonna interfere with the flow of the story too much. So I don't really want anything to do with that. And I mean, if I can host it on my own site and just have it be like you can turn the page type thing there, figuratively, not like literally, but I might consider that. But that's something I need to kind of invest in and figure out how that is going to work. Because I know what needs to happen to do that. It's just a matter of getting it to happen. Basically, it's referred to as a content management system. And I know how it works, and I can technically code it myself. but I don't know how to test it, and it's a coding thing I'm not used to. So, yeah. But I know it can be done because there are a lot of artists that will just do their own website hosting for this stuff, which I think is pretty smart. Then you can have everybody on your website and not worry about the website host breaking or anything stupid like that. Or in, today's world, oh, we're deleting your account because you don't like the content that you're posting, which I see a lot, and I actually have been hit with that. I mean, I used to have a Patreon. I have no expectations. I'm just like, I want to make this story, and if other people want to join me on this, let's go, and that's kind of my approach to everything. The stuff I make, like on my Etsy store and everything, I make it because I enjoy it. If I don't enjoy it, then why would I make it, And I tell everybody, like, at events I sell at, all that stuff, I always tell people that too. I'm like, I made this because I wanted it, and if other people want it, cool. If not, I don't care, because I wanted it for myself, and I'm more than happy to take a loss on that. But yeah, so that's kind of where I am right now. I just want to try this out and see how it goes. But I think it'll be fine because I ran a bunch of Kickstarters for enamel pins for a lot of these characters. For the pumpkin pins especially. Or baby pumpkins. And it's been well received. My last one did really, really well. Like, I did not expect to do so much. What the hell am I doing? There we go. Like, it exceeded my expectations, really. And that's why I'm doing this now, because I'm like, alright, it's clear that people do enjoy this, and it's time to step up my game and make something better. So. I just need to go and advertise the membership a little better. Because I haven't done this in a while. Like, the only thing I had before was a Patreon, like I said, a long, long time ago. And when they started doing their not safe for work flagging, they locked my account because I drew mermaids that were topless. It wasn't not safe for work or anything. It was just like, you go to the art museum and there's nudity, right? And they kept flagging my stuff as adult content. I'm like, this is not adult content. And one actually had a top on. It was so flagged. I'm like, this is dumb, because it was just stupid. So I deleted Patreon after that. I'm like, I can't use your platform. It's not really helping me. And that's where I am today. I think I don't remember. I think that's why I kind of held off doing any type of membership thing. All these platforms are just weird. Aww. Should. I think that the ghost kitty would be really cute. I think that would be very well received. I see Poor Forever Artists is never heard of them. I mean, there's a ton of comic artists out there. I'll look them up right now. Their stuff looks familiar. Maybe? I don't know. I want to say it looks familiar, but I'm not sure. I want to say it looks familiar. I probably have seen their art at some point. It could also just be, it looks like a similar style to somebody else I've seen. Interesting. They have really nice work. At least I'm looking at their art station, so. I will open the Ghost Kitty art. There it is. Ah! Open! Darn thing. Oh, okay. Everything crashed. Hold on a second here. Hold on. Alright, I'm just putting that up just in case my screen really screws up here. I don't know what the heck happened. I said open original. Everything just crashed on me! Ugh! Hold on. Sorry. Alright, well, my browser crashed for whatever reason, but I can open up your work. I downloaded it instead of just opened it. This is the Ghost Kitty by Fabulous Jumper. You can look at that while I... Oh wait, I think I blocked it. Hold on. There we go. It's the artwork by Fabulous Jumper. Pumpkin skin. Yeah, I have my own brushes I made. I just don't know. Like, a lot of the stuff I have in that image is a actual brush I have made. I just haven't made a brush for everything just yet. It's a lot of work to do, and I tend to overcomplicate it. Sorry, I'm logging back into my YouTubes. And yeah, so that's just something that I'm working on. It's just not all done. Come on, let me log into my account. Darn thing. There it goes. What the heck? Open, yes. Okay. Now I have to figure out which song I was playing. Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened. That was so weird. I went to bring this over and the whole thing just crashed. That was really, really weird. Okay, let's see. Which one did I... Well, I'll just play this playlist. I don't think it's the same one. No, it's not. Whatever. So yeah, this is by Fabulous Jumper. It's beautiful. Yeah, you can share the story premise. I don't think you did. You shared it at all. Yeah, I used to make more brushes. It's just... Well, Krita's updated a lot of its stuff now, so it's much easier. Yeah, I need to make more. The only thing I'm not too keen on is if I make the brush... Like, this foliage back here is mostly just brushes. All of this in the background. And then the trees are gonna get something like that too. Let me see if I have it actually. I have to make sure that the file I'm making for this is big enough for the brushes to work. Like, the size wouldn't be big enough, so it became really annoying. So turn that off. This is one of my other brushes I used for water, but I can also use for the ground, for example. So I have them. I just... It's just, I don't like the fact I have to make these super, super big to get them to what I want. So I have to find the right balance of making the file big enough so I can do this and all that. It's been a little challenging to do that, so. I think I have some other brushes. And then of course there's the fun part of sometimes bringing stuff into Photoshop won't work. Like I have some seed brushes. What the heck is this? Scribbles. That's not me. I did the seeds, which didn't come out the way I wanted them to. But oh well. I have my water wavy ones here. I have a leaf brush. Did I do this one? No, this is somebody else. This is a different foliage brush. I had a grass one at one point. I don't think I put it back in. This is mine right here, this foliage. And these are mine for chain link. I have more. I wonder where they put them all in. Documents. Brushes. Did I do the circles one? Yeah, I have some weird grass ones. I have a scales brush. I have some reef filler ones. I don't know why I made a diamond. I have pebbles. I'm looking at these. I don't even know if I made these. No, I did. I remember. I hated these. Okay. Fabulous Jumper is telling us the premise of her story. So the character is able to see ghosts all around her, but no one else can. And rather than trying to run away or face them, she instead musters all of her courage and ignores them. Her day-to-day life, as she keeps up her best poker face, despite the supernatural goings-on. I like that. That's funny. It's like the opposite of Paranorman, where Paranorman just goes with the flow and she's like, no, no, no. I like that. Hot hours.
You will see.
I'm not going to put any more detail on, too much more detail on this, because you're not going to see it anyway. So we're just going to clean this up. Yeah, I have a lot of that already. Like, I have my pop-up palette with specific brushes. One of these. There we go. This is my foliage one. Oh, well, it was my foliage one. I don't know what happened. What the heck? Darn thing. Thank you. Alright. Save. Are you gonna work? There we go. Ooh, that looks cool. Making shadow. Alright, I need to stop doing that. I actually like how that looks. Crap. So great. Man, I'm actually kind of annoyed now. I spent so much time on this brush and it didn't even save. Oh great, how lovely. So I'm gonna have to remake that. But yeah, I have a lot of these. I don't worry too much about certain presets for some of these brush tips because half the time I'm gonna go back and tweak them anyway. Like for the water parts that I have here, I would make the preset and then go back and change it depending on what else I needed. So yeah, I take care of them. I mean, it is what it. I'm not too worried about it, you know. It's just wrong. What was I saying? A lot of it too is making one-off brushes. Because sometimes you just need a brush just for one specific thing and then that's it. There's one artist I was following who did that. He would just make a new brush anytime he needed something new. Or he would just, bring up the old brush and tweak it. It never stayed the same. Like there was no point to constantly saving presets, which is kind of what I've been noticing for myself. Like I understand that now. Why you would not keep the same brush over and over. Because your artwork is not going to be the same illustration over and over again. So. But yeah, I have brushes and stuff that I do use for certain things. And like I said, I'm going to be doing that for the trees. Testing a couple different brushes and setups for that. So I will still need to draw them by hand. I can't use a brush for everything because it's going to start looking too repetitive and noticeable. And when that happens, it's kind of jarring. It's not very pleasing to the eye. So I am much better now at making brushes than I used to be, and I think part of that is Krita did improve a little bit on how to manage that. I do want to try and make a brush using their which is it? I think their mask brush options. Their painting mode. There's some. Oh, here we go. The hue. I want to try and make something with the hue. I think that would be fun. I've seen some pretty cool stuff with it. Well, I've seen cool stuff with it, but I don't know how to use it practically yet. So, that was not me. It's my boyfriend sneezing. You could hear that. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. There's a lot of preparation stuff right now. I kind of have like a mental list of things I need to make brush-wise to make my life a little easier. The other problem is when you make the foliage, you want to make sure that when you go to change the settings that the size and all that stuff is changing, and that is such a pain in the butt. It is not... Ugh, I did not enjoy doing that. Not one bit. I mean, it's just the nature of making brushes, though. The Fabulous Jumper, when are you gonna make the comic? Or start?
Like the attention, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like kung fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the perfect team. You're my dream, but I just want it. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself.
You don't know.
If you ever need a helper, you should know that I'll be there day and night. Nobody else can love you better. I'm here.
Yeah, every artist has their own pipeline. I mean, I mean, I'm not gonna say the name of this artist because this stuff isn't necessarily safe for work anymore. But he's a comic artist that's been working for very long. I've been following him since DeviantArt days, so it's been a very, very long time. He did recently a Harley Quinn comic for DC, and I was watching him draw because I'm like, oh, I can learn from him, because sometimes he did live streams, and he said when making brushes, he doesn't use the same brush every time, even though he uses the same characters. And he was using like a super old version of Photoshop too, because he's like, there's no reason for me to use a new version. It's not a program that means anything, but certain brushes do certain things, and sometimes even if you have a skin brush you use all the time, you still have to tweak it depending on the need at the time of the illustration, because if you're drawing someone with skin, depending on the character, that's not going to be the same brush that's needed for every other character. If it's an older character, you may need to tweak that brush. If it's a younger character, tweak that brush. If it's a character who's seen a lot of fights, gotta tweak that brush. If it's a character who's been through a medical issue, tweak the brush. It's that, yeah. That's kind of why making one brush doesn't always work, unless you have a specific style that never changes, and you're not gonna have that much variety. Well, how about this Fabulous Jumper? Write one page of the script. Due at the end of this year. How's that? And then we're good. Oh, I see. Or just draw more. just draw more of the ghost kitty.
If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said.
Like for another thing about the brushes too is even this brush I'm using now, I just tweak it depending on what I need. And that usually means lowering the opacity sometimes to get a softer blend of colors. So I'm not relying on this brush all the time. Because even though I like this brush, I don't know. I find as I continue to draw, I don't like the blending brushes anymore. It's too, I don't know, it's just not my thing. So, trying to get over that and instead just do some nice soft strokes.
Hindsight is fleeting when your heart's bleeding and all you can see is red. Till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. 'Cause I was too young and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you again.
I think the past year though, I learned to get better with deadlines. Not deadlines, but managing or seeing things through. Because it's not easy. That's kind of why I'm doing this comic thing too. Because I'm like, I really want to push myself to do it. This whole part is due to me. I think that's fine for what it is. I'm gonna add some extra stuff on that later, like a little lamp and maybe some foliage. I might actually wind up taking out these beams here. I don't know yet. Because those originally weren't there. Let me see. Let me just take them out real quick. Ah! I took out the rocks too. Yeah, those beams are staying. I need to tweak the lighting on that. I think they're too bright. So, this is technically my first comic as well. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck to my chair. Hold on. But in high school, I would make little mini ones. Just make... Here, let me see if I can open it. This is usually what I do for myself. I don't really post it. find an example, and I seem to have lost my stuff. Oh yeah! Oh my gosh, this is so old. Okay, let me... Crap. Let me make sure this is right. This is really old. Okay, in this one. Yeah, I guess I could agree with that. Alright, we're gonna open this up and see what happens. This is really old. I thought I had more images for it though.
Our lips, they tasted like those cigarettes.
Oh yeah, I did do this. So, this is really old. But this was the start of an old comic I had. Old comic idea. Like looking at this, like, oh my god, this needs to be fixed. This is a bad hand. So I can show the sketches, but I need to make sure that they're all the same thing. Okay, well this is close enough. Basically, this is really old from way back when. But I was sketching the layout thumbnail. I got the overall pose sketch, and then I just finished it. Yes, I see. And then I cleaned it up and then stuck it on this page, I guess. That's what I did. I don't know what I was doing. I thought I had more done with this. This is a horrible background, but you gotta repost them. They're like all over the place in the Discord. Yeah, so I went and okay, I did do it. So I had some rough character sketches. I did thumbnails. I did the poses. I don't know why I used red though. It's like the worst. I put a bow for fun. But yeah, this is basically what I did. It's back when I used to draw anthro characters. which I don't really do anymore. Spooky, spooky. So yeah, just start with sketches. Lay it out. Don't overthink it, like me. Take it bit by bit. But yeah, this jumper made me lots of little doodles. Or triple doodles. Gotta post more. The backgrounds, I'm trying not to overthink them. Because I'll look at what other people do for backgrounds, because I do this all the time. If I'm ever stuck or I feel like it's not good enough, I'll look at what other people do. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they didn't even bother with this background. It was like, it's like not accurate, or there's something that, I think of how to phrase it. It's not that they didn't care, it's just a matter of priorities, I guess. So it kind of makes me feel better. Where I don't have to overthink or overstress about my own stuff. I'm like, because I've seen people make some backgrounds and I'm like, this doesn't even make sense, you know, in terms of physics and reality, and people don't care. What matters is the concept is getting across. You know, obviously I want to make sure I do a good job, but there's a room for forgiveness. What is this? Oh, it's a tree. So that's kind of, and I think the best way to notice that too is in animation. They're not making everything super perfect the whole time. It's just not happening. Not happening. Ring bell, just screamed it out. People knocking doors. Some people have those, there's door knockers. That's the one thing I'm trying to figure out. She's not gonna have it on her door. She's gonna have a regular metal door handle. But, some people still use those. I think at some point we had a house like that. Locked it. Okay. The comics world. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure yet what I'm gonna do for the door. I think it's just gonna be like a metal door handle, and then not have any door knockers on it. Mainly because there really is no need to have that. At least not in the context of the story. Whoa. Why is this so dark? Okay. That would be fun to maybe put one on Pumpkin Prince's home. See how that looks.
I'm crawling around, searching for higher ground. Can't see in front of me, my enemies. I've tried every possibility, ability to know if I can bleed. If that's what you wanted, you won't get it tonight. 'Cause I can fly, I can fly, I can fly, I can fly.
Okay, I'm getting way too focused on these freaking boulders. Though I am enjoying it. Painting rocks is like really weird. It's like basically just building up shadow to get the shape in there. I still don't know why I put boulders there, but I did. In my concept art, there are curtains instead of doors.
I'm crawling around,
Oh, Yeah. The premise was that she was supposed to be like a voodoo witch or something. So she didn't. That was why it was always open like that. I honestly don't know or remember all of it, because some of it doesn't really make sense anymore. It's like, well, why did I do that? You know. But it's okay. I'm gonna turn these off. Oops. Oh, I hate when I undo, because it'll undo everything, including the show and hide layer, which I don't really want sometimes. Okay. So now I have to just kind of finalize the tree here. And then go back to this part. Yes, I'm still listening. Yeah, and I think everything else is just fine-tuning the background and then this part here. Cool, I think I'll be able to finish this. Not today, because I have other stuff to do after I stream, but soon. Soon. I also need to remember not to worry too much about the detail here, because a lot of this is going to be covered up with foliage anyway, so yeah. Oh, just tall grass. I need, well, I'm thinking about it. It's fine. We're going to actually start erasing some of this. There we go. I'll probably have to erase some of that anyway, because I don't want those ferns all throughout here. But it makes more sense for them to be deep in the forest, because ferns do best in low light. Or they can do good in low light. Hi! Kitty's sleeping on the floor by me. Could do bushes. Not too sure, because forest floor isn't necessarily filled with bushy stuff. It's more grasses and like the raspberry bush is a vine, not a bush, so it'd be like these things. They want to do that. Which I could add, but not full-blown bushes. I actually don't know where those big bushes like this come from. Because they don't really grow very well in low light. Because remember, in a forest, the trees are covering up all the light, so it's not really getting down here. Probably overthinking all of that, but oh well. Kitty. I could do some fall logs. The original sketch. See, I erased some of it because it was in my way yesterday, but I probably have mushrooms. Let me see if I have the actual sketch separate, because I had to tweak it for this illustration. Oops, wrong folder. There we go. This is kind of the original idea. So I'll have vines and stuff thrown off the tree. The path might go back to being stone, I don't know. But it's obviously changed a bit. I still might remove those beams, I don't know. I kind of like how it looks right now. Structurally, it looks like it makes sense compared to this. I don't know. The windows are gonna change though, because it looks. I think I'm overthinking the windows. Is what's happening. I'm like, oh, the tree's not straight. Well, you don't need it to be straight to put a window in there. It'll just be a curved area, which is fine. So, yeah, I don't think I made a bigger sketch than this. I'm just staring at it, trying to figure out what I want to add back in. Because a lot of this stuff isn't fine. It's there in the original sketch, but I have to finish the tree first. And then I'll add the vines creeping around. So yeah, it's in there. It's just I have to get to it. And yesterday when I was painting a lot of the original sketch was getting in the way visually. So it was a little bit of an annoyance. Sometimes when you're drawing, you just gotta get rid of some sketchy stuff and see what you're doing. That is okay. Yeah. Easy, fancy lady. Oops. That doesn't really bother her. I mean, she's laying in the mud right now. This whole area is just dirt. She's magic, so it's fine. She's also based on the tree. Oh my god. Erase. There. Okay. Yep, I gotta. I'm trying not to overthink the. Oh my gosh, why didn't you lock? Gosh, darn it. This part of the tree, 'cause it's gonna be covered up anyway. Some things don't need all the detail. I'll leave it. Me too. Also try to keep in mind that I have windows here, so all this is going to be covered. It'll look very different when it's done. Happy New Year, Kopa! Yeah, smash that like button, like this coming in between smashes pumpkins. I have never smashed pumpkin actually. Well, I've thrown one out because it was rotting, but I've never actually smashed one. I've seen people smash them. Not like like their own pumpkins and stuff. Maybe one year I will smash a pumpkin. With a reason, of course. Not just because. I don't want to waste a good pumpkin. Who wants to waste a good pumpkin? Not me. Oh yeah, I gotta put the branches in there. I'll do that last, because I want to put windows in and stuff too. That I'm not worried about. Originally I wasn't going to put extra branches on this, but I was like, oh, I'm going to not do that. And then it looks so empty, so I was like, no, I will do that. I've changed my mind about this literal tree house like 10 times while doing this. This needs to be tweaked. There's like something about this area I just don't like. I can't quite figure out. Well, I guess that works. Sometimes you just gotta let the stroke of the brush determine the outcome. Is anyone doing anything fun for New Year's today? I think I asked it already. I don't remember who answered. I'm not doing anything crazy. Just today's stream and play some games later. I was actually hesitant to stream today because I didn't know if anyone had like any major plans or what was going on. Hopefully, if you don't have plans, you still have a nice night. A good New Year's Day. Okay, I think this is good. Now I have to go to the windows. And I gotta paint all this stuff. Let me save before I do anything else. I always forget to save. It is crazy how the colors are different from on my monitor to the tablet. I'm gonna say the tablet's more accurate though. Alright. So I'm gonna go back and we're going to work on this little area here, her balcony. I'm gonna bring that sketch layer back on because I don't remember how I sketched it out. Okay. Oops. Don't want that. So now gotta fix this. Oops, that's a really big brush. I don't need it that big. And it's still a pretty big brush. Oh my god. Like, oh, 30 pixels isn't that big. Yeah, it is. It's pretty freaking big. Okay. That other foliage brush is in the way, or layer, which we'll just kind of put up with for now. We need to make this. Oops. We're actually gonna go back to this mirror layer, or window layer, and erase that. And we're gonna tweak the sketch layer.
I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back.
Ooh,
Girl,
nice.
let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. 'Cause
I like when you guys draw when I'm drawing. It's like we're having a little drawing party. I think maybe we'll try that in the Gilded server one day. Everyone just draws and shares their screen. And I can actually play copyrighted music and no one will get mad at me. I'll make absolutely nothing off of it, but that's fine. It's not like I'm making any money on these streams anyway because of the stupid copyright thing.
Say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
Trying to figure out what kind of windows I want in here. Do I want them to open or do I want it to be closed off? Or maybe it opens in the front where we can't see. There's so many options. So many options for windows. I think maybe in the side up front. We'll have it like a pane window here. No, we'll just wait. Let me zoom out to actually see how that looks. Ooh, I like that. Oh, wrong. Oof. That wasn't bad. Scariest thing when drawing is the wrong layer. So if you're not sure if you're on the right layer, check now. Check now. And make sure to save before something crashes. Okay, I think this works. It might actually change the color a little bit on this. Adjust. Oop. I'm gonna make it a little less saturated because it's a little too red for my taste. Ooh, that works. Okay. Hit okay. And then we're gonna file version up. Okay. Looks a little bulky. Let me... should we come to a different magnet? Oh no, he's behind it. We're gonna... Ah, shoot. This is my scale stick figure. Just to kind of give myself an idea. Not a very good stick figure. Let's actually make a new one. Yep.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down.
Okay, that looks better. Scale, I'm happy with now. The stick figure was not doing it for me. Alright, so if you're standing... it's perfect! Okay. Well, not quite. I need to make this bigger. It's a little small. Okay. It's not perfect. It's close. I'm gonna go back to sketch layer. I just need a minor adjustment. There we go. I think that'll work. I have to go and fix the lines. Apparently I changed the opacity on this. I didn't even notice. Okie dokie then.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down.
Okay, that looks better. I think that works better. I don't know if I'm still in the window yet, but that's fine. Oops, for me. Whew. I'll move that. Move that here. I'm actually gonna draw in the windows that are open. Well, not open, but can be open. Why is this like that? Actually, I can probably just use this and call it a day. There we go. There's a window. And that. I think that should actually be a 3-pane window. That seems like it'd be too big. Wow, this is not. Don't ask me if this is accurate. That's close enough. And I can always fix that later because I have to add in the actual pain part. Or this part. Okay, cool. So that's looking good. And this is the tricky part. This is a window that is open. And a curved. Why am I using brown? I said black. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, the perspective on this is not right, but that's fine. I'm just trying to get this the idea of what's happening here down. I might even open this even more. It just looks awkward, honestly. So let's open up that one a little more. It's not active again. And then we can try to think here. How do I want this to be propped open? I can do something like this. I think that works. Alright, and then one final. One more window in the front here. I think I do want that in that spot though. Originally I was going to say no, but it should be fine here. It'll just be carved into the tree. No biggie. Must be a smaller window. And now probably more stuff in the back, which is fine. I need to change perspective on that. That looks weird. There. I did it. And YouTube's asking if I'm still listening. The potion brewing room. Maybe. She does drink a lot of teas. Specifically for something like healing and all that stuff. Maybe. Alright. Got the windows sketched out. I'm happy with where they're placed. I'm just slapping some color down so I can give myself a better visual of, yes, this is a tree. Or, yes, I know it's tree. This is a window. This is not going to be the final color or anything. And then there's one more in the back that you don't get to see, which is fine. And we'll just... We'll just kind of fill that in. There we go. All coming together. Ooh, that looks really good with that shadow there. Yay! I love when things just come together naturally. That means I'm on the right path. Okay, so I'm gonna take a break from the main tree part. I'm actually going to also erase. Oh, wrong layer. We're just gonna erase this stuff here. 'Cause I don't really need that anymore. You get the gist. There, it looks much prettier to look at. Oh my gosh, I have hiccups. Alright, we are going to do something about these darn trees. Let me erase more of this background sketch though, because that's actually in my way. Erase this. There we go. That's much easier to look at. A little cleaner. I think what I'm just gonna do is... That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make a single brush to get some lines like this in there. Slap a multiply on it, and call it a day. Gotta save this first. Alright. New. Chocolates. I think this should be fine. Alright, we're gonna use a gray, not black. And I do need the wrapper though. Yep, I already see it. Oh, because I'm on a screen tablet, I mean, I can do just a control save when I want, but it's just easier for me to tap the save button than move my hand to the keyboard. I've kind of set things up now where keyboard isn't needed as much. I have to remember this is just a brush, this isn't perfect, that's okay. This is just for the illusion of making a tree. Alright, now we can get to this part. This fun wraparound part. I just said that no copyright sound music always gets me a copyright claim. They have such good music. Well, at least for what it is. It's upbeat, keeps me focused. I'm not getting tired like with the Lo-Fi Girl. Lo-Fi Girl is good for mundane stuff. I'm gonna try not to make this super perfect either, because again, it's just a brush. Does it need to be? And then hopefully this works. I think this will probably be the last thing I do for this stream. After I test it, of course. Okay. Alright, this looks too... Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it. Fix that later. Okay. I probably don't even need to fill in this whole square. I can just move the darn thing to the middle. Okay, let's see how that works. As documents, brushes. Should probably move all this stuff. Tree bark. Alright. Where'd you go? Oh, there it is. It should be fine. Lose. What the heck? You're not here? You're not. Oh, there it is. Okay. Not perfect, that's fine. You don't need the strength to change the pattern. You don't. Oh, that's what this size. Maybe I should import it as a pattern. Can I import it as a pattern? It doesn't work. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's ignore that. Alright. It's too big, small. I guess I need to change that spacing now. Might work.
Back from the dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all invited to go fucking mental on this motherfucking drop.
Why is this not patterned like it should?
Are you ready?
Did I not do that right? I don't think I did. Nope, that's why. That's fine, we'll just leave it. Right now I just want to see how that looks. That looks terrible. Not turn out the way I wanted it to. I think it's too detailed.
We're back from the dead.
Well, no, it's doing what I want it to do. It's if I zoom in, it looks not great. But I also need to do is get rid of some of this in here. I think it's got too much detail for what I'm doing. So I think if we remove some of this, it might look better.
We're back from the dead.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Back from the dead.
Okay, that. This might work better. Maybe. We'll see.
We're back from the dead.
Okay, so that. Okay.
Hell yeah.
That, import again.
We're back from the dead.
Okay.
Back from the dead.
Oh,
Back from the dead.
off. Size. I think that'll work. Keep saying that. No, it's still too much. Well, no, it's good. I have to figure out how to just do. Well, I can do this. I can do straight. There we go. Look at me, I'm doing it. Alright, so if I keep it straight, it'll be fine. Perfect. Yep. I can just go in and like change it as needed. At least change the traits. This is perfect. I don't have to worry about doing this myself by hand. I can just change the size. Still gonna have to figure out how to. Well, I can just warp it. That's fine. The transform tool, I can tweak it. Ooh, I wonder. Oh, I needed to change the rotation. That's what I need to do. I change the rotation, I can try an angle. That might help. Nope. That looks. I pretended to wear whatever. Yeah. Definitely takes a while. I think for my intended purpose, this might be pretty good. Direction. I'll have to figure that out later. That's the one thing that always is difficult to do, is to get that rotation right. Whoa! Whoa! What the heck? Oh, I have it on still. Oops. But like I said, I can just... Excuse me, I can just, transform, or use the transform tool and squish and move it around. All that fun stuff. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, so we're just gonna refresh that here, brush. Just clean this up a little bit. What I'm not going to do is draw every little line in there. Because I was going to do that originally, and I'm sitting here thinking about it. I'm like, nope, nope, nope. This is background trees. I don't need to worry about detailing them. And I can always go back and tweak it anyway, after I get the initial bark look down. Okay, and I can go ahead and just paint that later. I missed some trees on the right hand side. Gosh darn it. Oh well. They can just stay there. They might be removed. Well, they can just stay there like that. Yeah. Alright. I can save that. And I'm going to save this. Where is it? Okay. Perfect. And then I can make different variations of that later and tweak it. So this is coming along really well. This is almost done. The environment's pretty good. Tree leaves are going to change, so I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. And yeah. What is this? Alright, this was a very productive stream. And a quick brush just to get some stuff in. Alright, taking a break. I just made a quick tree bark brush to put some stuff in here. Make it look like trunks. It's not perfect, but it's something for me to reference when I go back in and paint it. I might need to redo a few of them. That's fine. Purpose was just to get something down. Get that tree bark look in there. But all I have to do is finish those trees, the leaves, grass or pumpkins, trees, or leaves. Yeah. I think overall this is looking pretty good so far. I'm happy with it. Might add a little more perspective on this later, but we'll see. I think it's okay for now. Thank you. It's coming together. I think what's bothering me is the amount of finished elements isn't there yet, so this is like in the middle of that ugly phase. And I'm trying to just push through it. It's like the worst phase ever. But I'm pushing through it. I'm getting there. Things are coming together. I'm happy with it. Alright, so I'm gonna end the stream here after staring at my screen for like 5 seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here and go do more stuff that I need to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments of the video. Join the Gilded server, because I have plans for that this year. And if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video or the next stream. Have a good night and Happy New Year!